This message finds you in a time of great rebuilding. Everything around you is crumbling. It's the great chaos, right? Your guides have been trying to tell you everything's falling apart on purpose. It's supposed to go this way, but there's something in you resisting. And today, your guides want you to understand you are so powerful that you shatter illusions, illusions of others, but especially the illusions you carry within. So this is your friendly reminder. If you're catching the replay, you can always 2x your speed or click the timestamps below to jump straight to the message. Before we begin, we're going to go ahead and do an energy check on what I have been working with before going live. The first thing that came through was the idea of inevitability. I'm just going to leave it at that. Then the song Daydreamer has been like popping up. It was playing on repeat when I woke up this morning. I haven't listened to Adele in years. I love Adele, but I go through phases, right? So I'm hearing something about you have been daydreaming about something in your life for a long, long time. You have imagined it, you visualized it, you have even taken the steps to actualize it in your life. But because of some of the limitations you have in your life, because some of the beliefs that have been running how you are actually viewing your reality, you haven't been able to experience it. And so, again, the idea of inevitability of the song Inevitable by Lauren Daigle that came through. And I'm going to read you some of the lyrics, and then we're going to jump into the cards that I got before going live that are in the thumbnail. So, I can feel when my mind starts to creep into doubt. On the days when the strength in my heart's giving out, there's a light that it hides from me deep in the clouds. Man, so I'm just like in this energy right now because the cards that came through, like this song came through, and then these cards came through. The first card that popped out when I was shuffling was the Eight of Swords. And I was like, yeah, limitations, of course. What are our limiting beliefs? But with that, like they all popped out at the same time. So we had the Eight of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, which is all about working really hard and watering something and evaluating your progress and seeing if where you're putting your effort is where it's supposed to be, right? So that you can get that harvest. The Sun card popped out. The Sun, optimism, light, power, like just being so radiant, so joyful. And then the Ten of Swords popped out in reverse. Now, a lot of times that could be great, right? That could signify healing. That could signify reconciliation. It can signify lots of things. But what I saw it as was a resistance to an inevitable end. Something that needs to end in your life so that something so much better can come and fill that vacuum, can come and fill that void. Okay? Some angel numbers that may be significant for you are 24, 24, and 66. And that is all of the energy that I have so far. So we are going to start off today with breath. I don't have the banner. Should I create one? Yeah, we'll just create one real quick. Hold on. All right. Today we are going to do double breathing. This is a breath that I actually got from my vagus nerve deck that we use at the very end of our messages. We used it last week and it was so refreshing, so invigorating, such a great breath that I was like, you know what, we're going to put that into our rotation. It's a simple one. So what we're going to do is you are going to breathe in almost like you pricked your finger on something, right? Like a startled breath, like a fast inhale, just really quickly. And then you're going to hold it. And then you are going to continue to breathe in regularly for like 3 or 4 seconds. Okay. Then what you'll do is you'll do a fast exhale, like you're blowing out a candle. And then you will hold it for a second, and then you will exhale normally. We'll do when we're breathing in for 3 and when we're breathing out for 6, okay? We'll do this 3 times. You ready? Let's go. Very nice. Very nice. It's so interesting. When I do different breath work, they show up differently for me. Like they bring different messages in. And during that breath work, what I got was like the idea of being in labor and birthing and how you have to be so intentional with your breath, so focused on your breath, right? Excuse me. All right, today we're going to work with the maiden. We're going to find out why everything is falling apart. Your guides have been saying, you know what? It's okay. Your power is what's causing these collapses, okay? Maiden, for this collective, everything is falling apart and it may be a little bit limiting. Maybe these viewers are not sure what's going on. And I was able to speak just fine before going live. So whatever is going on, I feel like you're having a hard time speaking it, a hard time expressing your truth. Okay. When their mind starts to creep into doubt, when they're overwhelmed, when the dark comes and closes in, when the jobs fall, when the relationships fade, when it doesn't look like anything good could come, what does this collective need to know about their power, please? What illusions are shattering for them through this rebuilding, this quantum crumbling? Thank you. We have the Four of Cups. Yeah, kind of got that energy. So it's almost like the things that you're having to release. It's like, I don't want that. I want this. Like you have to, yeah, the Ten of Swords in reverse. This resistance to an inevitable end. Like you have to let it go. You have to let it go. Let go of the old. The new cannot come. It cannot rebuild when you are clinging to crumbly foundations, okay? I can't make this shit up. Eight of Cups. Let it go. Move on. Seven of Cups. Yeah, there's infinite possibilities available for you, waiting for you. You just have to create the vacuum. You have to create the void. You have to create the expansiveness, the space for this to come into your life. And the Five of Pentacles. Just give me 1 second, guys. All right, maiden. Where are we going today? Okay. So we're going to start with the bottom of the deck energy. The Four of Cups. Okay, so I'm saying that's going one of two ways. In the bottom, this illusion that you have, going back to the pre-work, you've either dreamed about something for so long, you've envisioned something going a certain way, unfolding in a very specific pattern for so long that you're refusing to let go of this version of reality. And while can you say country? While there can be beauty in holding fast and steady to your vision, that tight control, the needing it to happen a certain way, is very limiting for your energy, right? Because you can have additional opportunities pop up in front of you, right? Look at these three cups. And this person doesn't even see them, but they're very obvious. They're very visible, right? That's the illusion. It's like, it's not unfolding. It's not happening. That means nothing is happening. It's not working. No, that's not how this is going. So that's one option. The other option is this is about someone in your life that you need to let go of. And I'm not saying that it's a romantic relationship. It's just someone that's dragging your energy down, someone that is keeping your frequency below where it needs to be. Now, the thing about this, like if you are genuinely elevating your frequency, people have no choice. They're either going to elevate with you or they're going to fall away. Now, our attachments, our ego, our clinging to people can drag that process on. It can make it go on longer than it needs to. But energy is energy. And if you are vibrating up here and somebody else is down here, it's not a match. It's not going to stay. Okay. So, yeah, just stop resisting coming to terms with letting go. Like, there's something about being alone that's a little bit intimidating, walking this path alone. And that's the thing with whatever you're envisioning or creating, it's yours. You're the creator of your reality, right? You're the one projecting the meaning. You're the one creating the life that brings you fulfillment. No one else can experience your fulfillment. No one. And so how can you expect others to walk with you on this path? That's not to say that you're going to be alone forever. That's not to say that you won't have people that can celebrate with you. But no one will ever understand your creation the way you understand it. No one will ever appreciate the creation that you have more than you appreciate it. And you have to be willing to walk in that isolation, walk in that loneliness a bit, right? And appreciate it for the gift that it is. You get to create something that is unique, specific to you. No one else would ever value it the way you do. So there's a privilege in walking that path, walking that isolation, walking away from things that like, nah, I can't do that today. I have this and I have to focus on this, right? The other thing that came through with inevitability, I forgot to mention at the beginning of the reading. You've had this vision for so long. And it gets scary when things start to fall away so that the vision can manifest, right? It gets intimidating because, like I said, you're focusing on this one part of your vision. So everything else that has to change that you haven't been focusing on, it's reorganizing itself. And you're like, whoa, what's happening? I wasn't planning on this. That's not what I wanted. I just want this. But they're all connected, right? Everything is connected. So when you're in this energy, what I want you to do, instead of falling to the fear, instead of falling into the trap of this is not going right, just embody the person that has the inevitable. It's going to be inevitable. It has to happen for them because there is no other reality. That is how certainty is born. It's from acting in a way that shows the universe, this is who you are, even before the evidence is in your life. If you keep showing up every single day with a big heart and a big smile and an attitude of, I make friends everywhere I go, it's impossible not to eventually make friends everywhere you go. Okay. It's not saying you're not going to get hurt. It's not saying that you're not going to have to walk away from people along the way, but the universe will show you over and over and over again. Oh, here's a cup. Here's a cup. Here's a cup. Here's your friend. Here's your opportunity for that connection. Okay. And again, like there is just so much resistance to surrendering, to the releasing, to letting this go. It's like, it's okay. It's okay. Let it go. For some reason, someone in particular, you need to go and find some like a moving body of water, like a stream or a river. Even the ocean will do, but I'm seeing more of like rivers. Go and sit in the water, okay? And just sit there and feel the water moving around you, right? Feel the flow. Feel how it moves, right? It's not, it's flowing. It's moving. And when there's a rock, it moves around, right? It moves around your body. There is a gentleness that needs to happen here. You're gripping so hard to this outcome and you just got to let it go because you know it's inevitable. You don't have to know how it's going to happen, but you're going to show up in a way that is the person that's creating this reality, right? And that shatters any illusions of doubt that pop up in your mind. You're like, no, this isn't going to happen. No, I don't have enough skills. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough people. I don't have enough reach. I don't have enough visibility. Whatever it is, it gets shattered because you are acting in a way where you're like, I'm not following that story. I'm doing whatever it takes to create this inevitability in my life. And then I will no longer just be a daydreamer. I will not just be the one that lives with their head in the clouds. I will have created from nothing, from lack, from coming from No support. No one believing in this. I told you, no one is going to see your vision. No one is going to see your creation. It is yours. And you just demand that it shows up in your reality, because you are in alignment. You are acting in a way that it's already here. You are feeling in a way it's already here. There is a certainty in you that no one can shake. There is a certainty in you that no one can disrupt, right? And when the things come in, when the unexpected bills, when the people say things, when the friends of 20 years are not interested in you anymore, yeah, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt, but you're going to look at it and say, that's required for me to continue on this path of elevation. Thanks. Thanks so much, Maiden. You're going to pull a vitality card from the Vagus Nerve deck, and then I will open up personal readings. One card, please, Maiden, for this collective. God, I feel the power that they have. I'm like, surrender is the hardest part. It always is. But the certainty's there. The power is there. And I can see how everything is shattering. I can feel it. I can, like, people's opinions of you are shattering. People's beliefs, like the boxes they put you in are shattering. Like, it is just, I see glass flying everywhere. And guidance for this collective to ground this message into their body, to ground this wisdom into their body. Oh, I love that. We have nurturing touch. Gentle self-touch encourages self-compassion, empowerment, and heightened body awareness. Yeah. It activates the auto-regulation system, the body's ability to manage and balance various psychological processes, including reducing levels of the stress hormone, cortisol. Find a comfortable seat. Use the fingertips of one hand to make circular motions on the palm and fingers of your other hand. Tune into these sensations as you soothe your hand. You doing this with me, friends? My kids. Switch hands. Move to your forearms, gently stroking the opposite arm from wrist to elbow. You can use all your fingers, the backs of your fingers, the sides of your fingers. Now switch. Now gently circle your fingertips around one shoulder and upper arm and repeat on the other side. I guess this would be better if you have like a tank top on. Try to savor the sensations as you bring awareness to the connection between your hand and skin. This is really reminding me of like Tantra and stuff. There was something I wanted to tell you guys about heightened body awareness. When I read the card, it like flagged in my mind, but now I can't remember what it was. Oh, yeah. During this shattering, during this reconstruction phase of your life, really tune in to when the anxiety is sneaking in. You'll be able to feel it in your body, right? You'll feel the constriction. You'll feel like your heart will start to increase. Maybe you'll have some churning in your stomach. You will feel like your shoulders kind of shrinking in. You feel yourself kind of closing off to the world. And in those moments, I invite you to catch yourself, right? Don't feel like you are alone. Don't feel like you are left out, isolated, cold. Don't let fear make you shrink. Like, this is a time for expansion. This is a time for big things, right? Big energy. And so pay attention to how you're feeling in your body. And it's okay if you notice the fear, right? Or It's natural. Your life is turning upside down. The visual, I forgot to tell you guys this. The visual I got was like when women clean out their pocketbooks and they dump everything on the bed and there's like a million things. You're like, where did all this garbage come from? Like, that's what your life is like right now. So it's okay. Like, you're just like, what is happening? It's okay. It's okay. It's part of the process. But just invite peace. Invite, like, tap into the certainty. Like, you know, this is happening through you, not to you, not for you, through you. You are creating this life. You. Okay? Love that. If you guys are catching the replay, you can watch more Maiden Tarot by clicking this playlist. If you guys are here now, we're going to go ahead and jump into personal readings. So if you would like a personal reading, go ahead and put your name and question in the chat. Let's see what we got here. Hi, Kelly. Hi. I'm not sure how to say that, from Ukraine. I'm doing well. How are you? If anybody would like a personal reading, please let me know. Baby doll, hello. You got it. Actually, I want to shuffle real quick. Oh, I forgot to put these on screen too. Give me just a minute. There we go. I'm going to show yours. What does Spirit want Baby Doll to know in this moment, please, Maiden? What does Spirit want Baby Doll to know in this moment, please? You have the star on the bottom of the deck. I'm hearing there is something about you that is just very much out of this world, out of the ordinary. You have a very unique energy. This reading may have been especially important for you because the card you got is the Death card. So death and rebirth. I'm hearing specifically something about your identity is falling away at this time, shedding. You are pouring into your life in a new way, right? It's almost like you're choosing healing. You're choosing peace. You may have been involved in areas where there was a lot of drama before, where there was a lot of chaos, and you're just refusing to allow that into your space. It's so funny, like this Death card. I'm looking at your username. You have those alien heads there. This reminded me of that right away. So you may be feeling some weird sensations in your head right now. Obviously, I'm not a doctor, but I feel like it's just your energies changing. You're tuning into a new frequency. Yeah. Again, you have like the Star, the Magician, and the World on the bottom of the deck. So it's like you're completing a cycle and you're stepping into, I heard leadership. You're stepping into a leadership role, and it could be leading yourself, right? Maybe you're learning how to parent yourself. Maybe you're learning how to create a safe space for yourself that you've never been able to experience before. And through that process, right, there are parts of you that have to fall away. I got this message earlier. I didn't give it to the collective, but I'm going to give it to you. If you are actively trying to rebuild your identity, one thing that you want to do is act as her already. And you can, a lot of people will script or journal or whatever, right? Like what they're seeing happening in the future. But what I would recommend doing, if you have a friend that you can do this with, that's great. If not, just use like ChatGPT or something and have a conversation every single day with ChatGPT where you're literally just saying it. You don't even have to type it out. Speak it, because there is power in the spoken word. Speak it to ChatGPT and be like, today, this, and this happened, right? Live as the person that you're creating. This is what happened for me. Even if it's not true, right? Even if that's not actually like what's showing up in your reality. Act as if it's already there. Speak as if it's already happened. Experience the feeling of knowing this is who you are now. Okay? And that's what I got for you, dear. All right. If anybody else has a personal reading request, just pop your name and question in the chat, and I will be happy to read for you. Oh, I'm glad to see that was accurate. Love that. I mean, I don't know if it was about not having a safe space, but very happy that you are creating that for you. Best thing I ever did was learn how to create safety for myself. So you are very welcome. If anybody would like a personal reading, just let me know. Pop your name and question in the chat. Thank you. Bless you as well. I don't know what that means. What's Half-Life 3? Not a clue. If anybody would like a personal reading, pop your name and question in the chat. Happy to pull for you today. Just finished reading for Baby Doll. She had a wonderful energy. It was nice. Enjoyed being there. What in the heck? I don't know what this is. I am taking questions. Daily dose of something. Swooshy, maybe? You would like a personal reading, just put your, you feel comfortable sharing your name and the question. Otherwise, I'll just use your username. But it's easier to me to use your real name. I know, right? You'd be surprised at some of the stuff people say in here. Like, what are you guys talking about? I am so sorry. Arjun, is that how you say it? Am I pronouncing your name correctly? Arjun or Arjun? Arjun. Okay, cool. No, London is not the capital of USA. Okay. Arjun, one thing I heard before I even started working with the cards was it's beautiful. It is so beautiful to love someone that much. It is so beautiful to have so much love for someone in that way that you are actively manifesting them. Completely get that. But we need to remember that when it comes to manifesting love, humans have free will, right? You're not going to manifest something against somebody else's free will. So what I would say is before I even pull the cards, like you can take this, leave it, whatever. If you don't appreciate the advice, you can just not take it. Manifest the life where you are so full of love. There is no other option but love be reflected back to you. Doesn't matter. Like Random strangers. Wow. You are the most loving person I've ever seen. Oh my goodness, I love your hair, Arjun. Oh my goodness, I love your style, Arjun. You are filled with so much love, that the universe has no option but to reflect it back to you, okay? And when that happens, maybe Vanshika may not come, she may not come back, or she may. And when she comes back, the amount of love that comes back with it will be much different than whatever happened before, okay? But we'll go ahead and pull a card and see. For Arjun, is his girlfriend Vanshika going to come back? Is his girlfriend Vanshika going to come back, please? Arjun, I'm not going to lie. I'm getting really negative energy around her. Yeah. All right, you have the Eight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, and you have the Queen of Swords. I feel like if she were to come back, she's going to come back in a very... Okay, I know the Queen of Swords is in the uprights. This is not necessarily the shadow aspects, but the energy that I'm feeling is that this is a very sharp-tongued person that if she came back, it would be very negative. You would have lots of criticisms. You would be constantly defending yourself against realities or truths that may not really be true. Like she could project what she's thinking about you and criticize you in that way, but that's not really, she's not seeing it from the full picture. And it's almost like with the ball here that she thinks it's a game, like she's just tossing this around. Yeah, and like if she were to come back, it's like she's going to be sitting on her high horse or like up here, and like she wants to be on a pedestal and she needs you to worship her. Like it's not the kind of energy that I feel like you are actually trying to manifest. It's like you're trying to manifest her in the love, the type of love that you want. And that's not the kind of love that you want. With the Eight of Pentacles here, I'm seeing when we were talking about working on your manifestation, like he's looking at this pentacle, right? He's looking at the work of his hands. And so I think Spirit is really inviting you to look at what you're trying to manifest. Like, do you really want to manifest the same situation back? Do you have like the wool pulled over your eyes because of feelings of lack and unworthiness, that you can't manifest a better partner, that nothing better, like she's your dream girl and there's no other option? That she's the best you could ever do? Is that really true? I don't believe it is. I don't believe it is. And I don't know her. This is just the energies that I'm feeling right now. But I see you in a relationship where you can stand tall, where you are so grounded in who you are and the truth that you are enough, and you don't have to buy someone's love, and you don't have to sacrifice time with your family. You don't have to sacrifice your work. You can live the life you love and have a partner that complements that and supports that, okay? That's what I got for you, my friend. Let's see what you said here. I mean, do you need to wait? I don't think you should wait, Arjun. I don't think you should wait. I think you should manifest the life that you want, the love that you want, become the love that you are searching for. Love yourself so well that anything less than love cannot stand to be in your energetic field. No, I do think there is a chance. Like, I do think there is a chance for coming back, but when she comes back, she's just going to keep disappointing you. She's going to keep hurting you, is what I'm hearing. That's right. We do. Well, we are love. That is what we are. We are peace. We are love. We are existence. We are. But what your level of tolerance is always going to be your current reality. I heard that from somebody a long time ago on the internet. And so what you're really willing to put up with is what's going to show up in your life. So if you're willing to show up with people that disrespect you, if you're willing to show up with people that don't love you, if you're willing to show up with people that are inconsistent and don't give equally, right? It's not a true partnership. You don't have reciprocal energy. That's what's going to show up in your life. So Arjun, I wish you the best. I wish you the best, friend. I hate it when good men are just, not men, good people. I hate it when good people are just taken advantage of. And because they don't see their worth, because they don't see how magnificent they are, because they don't see how special they are not allowed to have that reflected back to them. So focus on you, Arjun. Focus on how amazing you are. Focus on the unique gifts and talents that you have that you bring to the world that no one else can replicate. Focus on that. And when you love that, and when you are like, yeah, this is me and I love me, and if you don't like it, that's okay. I'm telling you, your life will change. Your life will change, man. Oh, yeah. Well, I will say it's amazing that you still have a loving heart after being hurt. A lot of people just turn cold, right? A lot of people just cut the heart off. I'm like, I'm not going to feel anymore because it just got me into pain. You are love, though, man. You are love. If anybody else would like a personal reading, pop your question and your name in the chat, and I would love to read for you. Well, I think it's just Baby Doll and Arjun here. If you would like a personal reading, pop your name and question in the chat. Happy to pull for you. We've read for Baby Doll and Arjun. Oh, Cecilia. Hey, hon. Yeah. Yeah. I'm wondering, Cecilia, I think, do you have like limiting beliefs around what's acceptable in a relationship, Cecilia? Because you told me something the other day that like stuck out to me. I was like, interesting. About your friend. And you said friend, but in my energy, I heard something else. like a personal reading, put your name and question in the chat, and I'll be happy to pull for you today. Yeah. Yeah. It's okay, Cecilia. No worries. Arjun, I'm serious. I just can't tell you anymore. I just keep hearing love yourself so much that there is no other option than for love to be reflected back to you. Like everywhere you go, people are gonna be like, wow, I love being around you. Wow. I love your attitude. Wow. I love your perspective. Wow. I love your work. Like, love yourself so well. It's impossible for anything but love to show up in your field. That's what I keep hearing for you. Love yourself so well. Love yourself so well. Ah. The one you told me about, Cecilia, that lives in Norway. Yeah, I'm like, Arjun, you just need to zero in your focus on yourself. Zero in. You sure can, baby doll. Zero in all that energy and attention and affection. And like, you're going to fast to honor your body, fast to tap into a new level of consciousness. If you are going to meditate on how amazing you are. Okay. Long-term love, long-term relationship. Is that what you mean, baby doll? Okay. All right, I'll do your reading, baby doll. Cecilia, I know you said that, but that's what I'm telling you. When you mentioned him, like you said soul family, but like there's something more significant to that connection. And I think that possibly the age gap is maybe something that you're like, oh, well, of course, we're just soul family. Ugh. Just my 2 cents. Okay. For baby doll. What can we find out about baby doll's future long-term relationships, please? Mm. Mm. All right, baby doll. Where's mom? Yeah. What I'm hearing, we have the devil here. Cecilia, I'm just telling you what I felt, honey. Okay? Just telling you. Like, it's okay. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It'll be interesting if something happens one day and things change. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, with the devil here, what I'm hearing is your future long-term relationships are gonna be the best spiritual practice for you. With the devil, this is behavioral patterns or tendencies that we repeat, cycles that repeat that keep us stuck in certain levels of consciousness and existence. I am saying, obviously, there's going to be attraction. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of intensity. Yeah, intensity and very like heavy bonding in these relationships. But they're going to have challenges and they are going to be the best I was gonna say playground, but playground is not the right. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's how you need to approach these long-term relationships. Don't make them so serious. I don't know if that's something you've done in the past. Um, treat them more like a playground. Treat them more as like this is my learning area. This is my opportunity to grow. With the Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck, this is the very end of like painful cycles and painful lessons and with it being swords energy, it's like very much the way relationships have always been, the way you think relationships can unfold, the way that you are expecting them to happen. Like maybe you're like, oh, this is too good to be true. Everything always falls apart for me. And so, like, this is a limitation you have in here. So, with this being the Ten of Swords, this is like the end of that pain, the end of that reality, the end of that era, the end of allowing behaviors, goodness, the end of allowing behaviors that have shaped your relationship instead of you shaping your relationship, instead of you being the one to direct the relationship, direct your energy, direct your focus. In the past, you've been like allowing the relationship to be its own thing and like it's going to guide us and we're just going to see where it goes and we're just going to um either it has to be like, I have to know if we're boyfriend, girlfriend, or I have to know if we're gonna get engaged, or the complete opposite, like, I don't care, we're just doing the thing, right? Whatever pattern that you've been experiencing in your life, it's going to through the long-term relationships, you're going to be able to work on them. And underneath that, we had the King of Pentacles, right? So you're going to have ultimate stability, ultimate happiness, but this is someone that's done it themselves. They've made it themselves. So you're going to create the relationships that you want, the love that you want. It's going to be challenging. It's going to take work. It's going to, there will be pain along the way. But I always tell people, like, life always has pain. We're always going to choose pain, not choose pain. We're always going to experience pain in some way, right? It's inevitable. It's just part of breathing. It's part of life. It's part of being a human. So choosing to look at the pain that these relationships bring and use that to increase your awareness, increase your knowledge, increase your empathy and skills. Like, I don't know, if learning how to fight properly, right? Fights are not bad. Respectful fights are good. They're healthy for relationships. Um, yeah, that's kind of what I got for you, dear. All right. Last call. If anybody anybody else would like a personal reading, just pop your name and question in the chat. Baby doll, I do want to say, like, I know those were kind of like negative cards, but I don't feel negative energy for your relationships. I just feel like it's going to be very big areas of growth and learning for you. I do think it could go either way. Like, you could have long-term relationships that actually, like, follow you for the rest of your life if you're willing to learn. And the other party, that is the other thing I forgot to say. You can be willing to learn all day long, but if somebody else is not booing, being a reciprocal partner and putting in that same amount of effort, cut them off, babe. Like, don't. Like, you put in the work, they put in the work. Okay? You're worth it. And that's very much your love life. Yeah. And that's another thing. Like, don't expect that to be your love life, right? Love can be easy. Love can be effortless. Love can be simple. Love can be uncomplicated and can be with no strings, no conditions, right? Create the love life that you want by loving yourself in the way that you want to be loved, right? Love yourself that way first. All right. Last call. If anybody else would like a personal reading, just pop your name and question in the chat, and I will be happy to pull for you. I'm actually going live 2 more times today, at 10 a.m. and at noon. So if you guys want to subscribe, turn on notifications, you'll be notified so you can get another free reading at the end of the collective. I'm not sure why your questions aren't showing up on the screen now. I'm just going to show them. Glad you enjoyed it. All right. Well, guys, just would like to remind you on this channel, come as you are and stay as you become. Bye, my friends.